gentlemen, and welcome to the second edition of WDYSA Anime After Dark. This is night 2 of AX, and I'm lit, and nobody else is. So this should be an interesting episode. Trent's like kind of lit, but he's like not lit, and then Jonny is Himmel. So I don't think Himmel ever got lit. Did he get lit in the anime? I don't know.
He was drinking when they won.
That's true, but like I don't know if I ever saw him got lit. You know, like I saw him have a beer, but did he get lit?
On that blue moon weed?
On that blue moon weed, yeah.
Guess we'll never find out.
Do you think he had orange slices with his blue moon weed? I don't know. Personally, I prefer my blue moons with oranges.
We should have asked the director that, which we'll talk about that later.
It was a producer. It was not the director because they switched directors from season 1 to season 2. And we will get to that in our recap of day 2 of AX. So join me, Trent and Jonny, and we're going to go over everything that we did in AX and then just kind of just bullshit with it. So, I mean, let's start. We ended night 1 early, and by that I mean we went to bed at about 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, 2:33.
And I woke up. I woke up at 7:45. I think I got out of bed at like 8:20. I want to say it took me a minute, just because I was slacking. But yeah. So we woke up early for the Frieren panel that ended up being the Demon Slayer panel, first of all. So that was an interesting way to start the day. We got to see something that I was not expecting to see at all. So I guess I give some perspective. We got in line for the Frieren panel that was at 12:30. We got there at 10-ish.
Somewhere around
10:30.
It was like 10 or something like that. And there was a Demon Slayer like an orchestra concert. Something that I would expect to be, if you wanted to be at this event, you need to be probably minimum 2 hours early. We were a half an hour late and we got into it, and we weren't even trying to get into it. It was just the same line for Frieren, but they didn't clear the room so we could just stay and wait for Frieren. So we got to see the orchestra OST of Demon Slayer, which was worth every freaking penny. That was the best thing I've ever seen at a panel or at a con. That was next level shit. That was a $200 ticket. And we just randomly walked into this incredible orchestra of an OST that I didn't realize was an absolute slapper. Like, I don't know if they just played like the greatest hits, because I feel like Demon Slayer has good music, but I don't remember it being like that good. But I was fucking vibing. So, what's your guys' thoughts on the Demon Slayer orchestra that we saw this morning?
Yeah, like I didn't even realize it was an orchestra. I thought it was just like, you know, the typical cast, or like one or two members of the cast come out. You have someone on the staff. They talk about it. But yeah, it was the 6th anniversary celebration. Since I'm not a Demon Slayer fan. I'm a Ufotable fan. I love Ufotable. Not a Demon Slayer fan, so it was completely off my radar. And it was funny, like, yeah, we showed up like 30 minutes into it or whatever.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And the first song they did, because the orchestra played, and then they had the visuals of the anime from that part in the background. And I was like, oh, of the 7 episodes I've seen, I know this song, I know this arc,
I've heard this one before.
And so it like worked out perfectly for me. But yeah, like you said, like I didn't realize that the Demon Slayer music went that hard. And I was vibing. I was
vibing too.
Yeah. You have more experience.
Yeah, because I think I'm the only one that
Demon
actually like
Slayer.
remembered the themes.
Yeah.
I watched it. I just don't remember the OST being like a pinnacle part of Demon Slayer's story.
It was very good music. Since
it was very good. But like the fact that I don't remember it, it's like, it makes me kind of think like maybe they're just playing the greatest hits of Demon Slayer, and that's why it sounded so good.
Well, I'll be honest, they didn't even like do a lot of the really good OCs, because they made it to like Mugen Train, and then that was like the last bit they did. And then like they didn't have anything from like season 2, they didn't have anything from season 3, like the Hashira training arc, like any of that.
Yeah.
But it was still like, it was like an amazing performance, and like it wasn't just the orchestra as well. They had live voice acting happening at the same time.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah, like Tanjiro's voice actor killed it. Like,
Yeah.
dude, that guy, like,
Yeah.
Like the raw emotion you could feel in his voice.
Yeah. Him and Alex Lee.
Yeah. So maybe we can give some insight. So during the performance of the orchestra, the Japanese voice actor for Tanjiro came out, and then the English voice actor for Zenitsu came out, and they did a live reading with the orchestra based off of the scenes that they were playing. And if I would have known stuff like that was going to happen, I think I would have just gone to this panel, because that all that lined up, like, this is like what makes AX is like having the opportunity to see something like this was like above and beyond what I would expect from a normal convention. So I just thought it was like insane, like what we saw. Like we didn't even one, we got 2 or 3, and they were like long performances.
Yeah.
So
like full scenes.
Yeah, full scenes of the show being played out in real time with the voice actors and the music behind them. And it was like, I don't know about you, but it was like, that was next level shit. That was so cool to watch.
Obviously, I think the main focus was on episode 19
of season 1.
Yeah, like you know, like everyone knows
episode.
the scene that like people talk about Demon Slayer, and like they had the voice acting, they had the scenes playing in the background, they had the orchestra playing, like they got the credits rolling, like they had everything.
Yeah, like we had just talked last night about how AX, you kind of have an expectation of like, this isn't your local con. This isn't the run of the mill convention. AX is on another level, and that was the perfect showcase of that. Getting the English voice actors in North America is easy. All the big voice actors, they do the convention tour. They're going to all of them across the country. But then when you start bringing in the Japanese voice actors and you get both crowds into it, dub watchers and sub watchers, and they both are as good as they are, plus an orchestra. Like orchestra alone, like we mentioned during the performance, like that's worth like half the ticket alone.
I would say it's worth the entire price of the ticket. I think that one event that we went to was worth the entire price of admission.
Yeah, like I went to the Near Orchestra concert, the Near Automata concert, and that was in the Peacock Center as well this past year, and that was like, I don't know, like 80 something bucks, you know, and I was in the upper concourse, and that's half of the price of an AX ticket. Just for one concert, and we just stumbled upon it.
Yeah, well, to be fair, that's because we got the 4-day one. So if you just got the day pass, it would have probably been like what, like $100?
Yeah, day passes, I think for like Saturday,
they're
Friday,
like 80 bucks,
like
yeah,
100,
80, 90 bucks.
Thursday, and like Sunday was like 80, 90 something like that. But yeah, even those sold out. It was crazy. But yeah, that was probably one of the most fun AX experiences. That's a top 3 for me.
It's like hard to explain with words. Like, we're seeing like a full professional orchestra concert on like the basis of like pretty much anybody. I mean, anybody could go to this concert if you just like lined up for it. And it's like the fact that like people, and then I would say it was pretty full by the end of it. But the fact that like people missed out on this when you could have easily gone, like we show up a half an hour late and we were able to get, I guess, was that second level row tickets or whatever? Like, or like seatings?
Like lower, like just below the mezzanine.
Yeah, I was like, this is nuts. So like, I mean, this is what makes AX, and it's like a reason why, like, if you're an anime fan, I always say that this is a bucket list event that you need to go to for specifically things like this, which was, I mean, crazy. But then after that, we went into the Frieren panel, which is what we were there for, which was crazy to think that like I don't really like Demon Slayer that much, and that thing before just pretty much, I feel like it's gonna knock everything out of the water for the rest of the weekend as well. But it was so cool to see Frieren. It was like a heavily Crunchyroll sponsored panel where they had like the hype squad come out, and they're like, all right, this section say crunch, and then this section say E, and then this section say roll. I'm like, yo, this isn't a high school football game. Like, we're all grown adults. We don't need to go crunchy roll. People still did. It was whatever. But it's like, yo, can we just get this panel on? Like, can we just move forward with like why we're all here? I just thought the hype crowd was a little silly. It felt a little adolescent to like pump up the crowd. Come on, guys, who wants to come up here and dance? And it's just like, man, we're all fucking weebs. We're here for the same reason.
It was interesting because it's whoever that team is for Crunchyroll, because it's the same team that was at the Let's Play.
The Let's Play, yes.
Oh, was it like the exact same people?
The exact same people. The exact same. They literally dubbed themselves the Hype Squad.
Oh, you mean the people that were like introducing us, not like the guy that was like on stage.
Not the guy that was on stage. The pre-show hypey where it's like, who here loves Crunchyroll? Do you love Crunchyroll? If you love Crunchyroll, go fuck yourself. And it's just like, yo, like they were doing it. I don't know. It felt silly sometimes. Where it's just like, you know, like Frieren's on like other streaming platforms, not just Crunchyroll. Like we're here for Frieren, not Crunchyroll. And they made like the whole emphasis like Crunchyroll #1. It's like nobody
love Crunchyroll.
Like nobody's here for Crunchyroll. We're here for a Frieren panel. So I guess that was kind of similar. We had a voice actor reading. We had Stark's Japanese voice actor. We had Evan Call, which was insane to see him in person. Also crazy to see somebody who is a professional orchestra. I don't know what they call it. Composer, be nervous like that. Like it was cool to see because like it felt down to earth. Like he just like me for real. When he gets up on stage, he's still nervous as shit, even though he's made music for millions. He's probably performed in front of tens of thousands of people. And he was like really nervous about the situation. And then we had the producer, not the director, the producer of Frieren, because they switched directors. So want to make sure. I saw people say that on Twitter as well. That's like, oh, the director's here. I'm like, the director is not here. No. They switched directors this time. But I guess what's your guys' thoughts on the Frieren panel? That's why we woke up early this week or this weekend today.
Yeah. Mr. Himmel.
Mr. Himmel.
You want to go ahead and start that off? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, so I guess, like going into it, I think I was most excited for like being able to like meet Evan Call. And I'll have a story about that after the panel as well.
Yeah.
But he made the music for Violet Evergarden as well, and like that's one of our favorite animes.
It's literally my favorite anime.
An equally amazing soundtrack to Frieren. So just like being able to like kind of like understand like the thought process that goes into like creating these tracks for these shows and like how it comes along is just a very like intriguing aspect of like, this is what it takes to make music for a show that makes you remember this for generations. And like that was something that like, Stark's voice actor talked about as well, because like he said that like he was like a kid like reading Frieren, like the manga, and then being able to become the voice actor for your favorite show. Like imagine if you're like 6 years old and you're like, hey, you want to be Superman? Like that kind of feeling.
Yep.
Like I think that like that level of like excitement to be able to do something like that, I think was really cool. And, like he seemed very like happy to be a part of this, and like he was Japanese, but like he tried to speak in English to the audience. He was like bantering a little bit with the people up on stage, and yeah, that was like really fun to see him do that.
Yeah, I always find it funny when the directors and the actors and the producers, when they talk about, like you said, Stark's voice actor, when they talk about, I love this property so much, like it means the world to me. It's just I could bring this piece of art to life, and like part of me wonders like how much are they on like the promo tour speak? How much is that PR speak, or like how much is that is like actually like the truth and how they really feel? And I could tell that with Evan Call. I mean, maybe he had me fooled, but he was just so down to earth, and he was just such a chill, cool dude that just loved making music for anime, loved that people love his music and his compositions, and you could really tell that, like, okay, he's legit. Like he loves this. He loves the support that we all give, and like you said, it was interesting seeing him be so nervous because I never would have thought that a composer.
Yep.
Is like he said that he knows how to play piano, but he doesn't perform, and so it's like. He knows how to play to the point where he could put together his melodies.
Yeah, he knows the keys and what the keys sound like and whatever, and he can like place them in like an actual sheet. But then when it comes to doing that, it's like
that was interesting. It was very the fact that he felt that way and he still performed in an instrument. It
reminds me if you ever had like a manager at a job who like is good at being a manager, but like when they need to step in and like the actual role, they're like, I don't know what to do because I'm so used to being the manager and telling people how to do the job. I don't know how to do the job. And that's kind of how it felt with like Evan Call, where he's like, I know I know how to play it, but like I can't. And I was like, okay, that's like it was pretty humbling just to like see. I guess when we have like special guests come out, they have like an aura about them. They have like a vibe where it's like when Stark's voice actor comes out, he looked like a J-pop idol. Like he's dressed really well. He looks like his. I don't know. Maybe this is
baby
just me.
Smooth skin.
Okay, maybe this is just me overanalyzing. It was like, damn, this dude has really good skin.
Yeah. Bro was thirst trapping over this guy.
It's just something you notice. And you see Evan Call, he comes out, he's like in a t-shirt and jeans, and he's like, you can see he's like kind of shaking. He's just like, yo, you guys like me? It was like, yeah, we like you. He's like, yo, that's cool, but I'm having a hard time processing it. And so that was a really fun, like down to earth moment for him because I love him. I love his music. So to see that is like relatable and like fun to see.
I think that's like quite fitting for his job though, to be honest. Like, I think that, I think from like the perspective of like the audience, not a lot of people would be focusing on like somebody who is the composer. So like, for example, for me, I didn't even know he was the composer for Frieren until after I finished the show.
Damn, if only you listen to the podcast and have me point out every time I talk about Frieren how Evan Call is attached
I'm sorry.
to it.
I have to go to uni and have classes and
That doesn't mean anything. You act like going to college and you have no free time.
That's just an excuse to say that I don't care about watching.
You have the most free time ever in your life when you are in college. You will never have more free time in your life than when you are in college.
That is factually false.
No, it's 100% true, and anybody who's went
Come
to
to
college,
my college then.
Anybody who's gone to college knows that.
But
the people that I know that have gotten addicted to League of Legends the most is when they're in college.
You mean the guy who averaged like 14 hours a day playing League?
what are we talking about again?
Me. We're talking about me. Me playing League every day, all the time.
It's Frieren, not Miren.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
okay,
All right.
Sit down, people. Okay, anyway, so the rest of the panel, they showed us the preview for the next season, which I'll be honest, didn't show a whole lot, but at least, or did they announce? They announced the release date before, right?
They already announced the release date.
But yeah, I was like, it's cool to see like new stuff, and they said like they're working on new. Evan Call said he's working on some new tracks and stuff, but.
If you're not chronically online, this is probably the first time that you've seen any Frieren information.
Oh yeah. It's whenever they do premieres or like big news reveals at AX or conventions like this, that news breaks out. Like the premieres, for example, it's like, oh, you guys get to be the first ones to see this ever. But then like 30 minutes later, the episode is up on Crunchyroll or RIP Funimation or High Dive, whatever, So it's like, okay, cool, but I already knew this was going to be up anyways. So when you do get that like truly brand new stuff, it's always fun. But yeah, the trailer, like, I'm the first half of the day was not. I was along for the ride. Yeah, I'm not a Demon Slayer guy. I'm not a Frieren guy. Even what we did like later on, like the stuff that I was interested in wasn't until the night really, but yeah, like the trailer just seemed like, hey, the gang is back together.
Hey, hey, remember how we did all that?
Scooby-Doo and the gang are back.
Yeah.
Remember how we did all those quests? Well, now we're just chilling.
Yeah.
It's like that was the PV. It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I was like, as a manga reader, and where we're going with the next arc is called El Dorado, and knowing what comes with El Dorado as my favorite arc, it has my favorite character in the series that hasn't been introduced yet. I was kind of hoping that we would get a little touch of that, and we didn't. So, I mean, man, so far with AX in terms of like debuts and like kind of like in the anime, because like the Demon Slayer thing like blew me away, but like in terms of like anime and what they're showing off to us this year, it seems really not there. Like the price of admission for AX is like we're getting first exposure to trailers and first episodes, which we'll get to in a little bit, and like we're getting the news first. Like that's the whole point. And when we get like I don't even know, that was a 30-second PV maybe, if that. And it's just showcasing them like sort of like dilly-dallying. I'm just like, okay, El Dorado is actually just like jam-packed with like a fuck ton of shit. And that PV made it seem like the next arc we're going to go pick like dandelions. I'm just like, it seemed a little off-putting, but I was like, man, like really showcase what you want to put out. And we didn't get that, which sucks because I love Frieren.
Yeah, I have no clue what's like gonna happen next. I couldn't gather anything.
I was
from
like,
it.
oh, dude, they're going to show Mocked. Mock's my favorite character. I can't wait for you guys to see him. And then it's just like rainbows and butterflies. It's like, there's no demons anymore. It's like, damn it. Like, showcase that. Oh, I would have loved that.
It's okay, but then we got Evan Call playing piano for us.
That was cool. Like, I mean, legit in the panel, like Evan went to the keyboard and he was showing off of a song about how playing the song on like one octave, I don't know what the word would be for playing a keyboard, like going one lower and how it changes the tone of
Oh no, he
the
went
scene.
from, I believe he went from a major chord to a minor chord.
I
or
don't
something
know.
like that.
I
It wasn't
don't
octaves,
know.
but
It's going higher to lower and how it just changes like the tone of the fight scene that he was showcasing. And it's like, I don't know. I just thought it was like super cool, like going through the brain of somebody who is constructing this. It's like incredible stuff. Like it's somebody who is taking the music of something that I love and like sort of seeing how he can manifest his vision into the show and then creating the tones that he wants to with just like a single key. I'm like, that shit's lit. Like, I love that.
Do you ever watch those like short videos on YouTube? I don't know if you ever get music YouTube in your algorithm, but
Not
it's like
really, but
it's like a short like 5-minute video, and it's like, this is how this beat changed rap music, or
Oh,
this
no, I
chord
haven't heard of that.
changed rock music, whatever. And they just like they take like a little sample and they break it down, like each of the notes and whatever, like all the inside knowledge of music and music theory. And that's what it kind of felt like. It felt like he's giving you, like he broke down, like when I bring this note lower, it makes you feel tense. And he hit that note. It's like, oh, you got like a little chill for a second.
Yeah, it
Like,
was
oh,
cool. Yeah.
You're right. Like that does. I never would have thought about that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was awesome. Yeah, it was. I still got a lot out of it.
It was a good, I would say it was a good panel.
Yeah.
It was
I think it was what we came here for.
like the guest level was like, you know, Stark's Japanese voice actor coming from Japan and Evan Call. Like those two alone is like worth going to that. I guess it's more along the lines of like, I guess like what Evan did was awesome and like the live reading was sweet, but I just feel like AX is like this huge boom for like news sources for what's to come for anime in the next couple seasons and get the hype going. And that what we got presented was cool to the people that were in the theater. I thought it was kind of not as good for the people out like that didn't get the chance to go to AX. And so they can experience like this brand new PV with what to expect. And we kind of just didn't get that. So like that aspect left a little sour taste in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what I joked about this when we were waiting in between the two shows, and I mean, they probably had like a little bit of a Q&A thing at the start of the Demon Slayer thing too that we didn't see. I'm assuming they did.
The orchestra? Like,
Yeah.
You think?
Probably
I don't-
something like a little
I'm not
message
sure.
or something.
I think it might have been delayed because like when we came in, it was half an hour later and literally
Yeah, it was like closer to
just
45
started.
minutes. Well, it was a celebration and like that. I'm like that's why I didn't even think it was an orchestra because I don't think it said anything. Like it might have said
No, it did say
playing a
it did
few
say
songs.
orchestra.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is like we just didn't look at it because we thought we weren't gonna be able to see.
We
it.
weren't planning on going. Yeah.
Yeah.
We literally just walked into
Yeah.
it.
But like the energy and the vibe. So Demon Slayer show ends, and they're wheeling off all the drums, all the instruments, all the wires, all the equipment, everything like that. And then for Frieren, they pull up 4 little chairs right in the middle of the stage, and that's it. And I was like, this is gonna be a major tone shift.
Yeah, I went from like the Daytona 500 to go karts essentially. It's just
Well,
like
they brought the hype squad for that reason.
That's why
they
they
brought the hype squad. Who loves Crunchyroll? Do you love Crunchyroll out there, folks? Guess what? Because if you don't, you're gonna get banned from AX because they were forcing that down your throat. But then we went to after Frieren, we went to the A1 pick. No, sorry, not A1.
Y'all kind of split up.
Maybe
a
I should
little
talk
bit.
about my experience.
Oh yeah. Johnny had a cool thing going on with it.
Yeah, so as you can see, I was dressed up for today.
Yeah, the audio listeners can see that. Yep.
Yes, and so at the end of the Frieren panel, they wanted to get all the cosplayers to go up on, or not up on stage, but like close to the stage to take a picture with the cast, which funny enough, I found a picture and my face was covered up by the axe, which is kind of funny, but it's okay. It made up for that because afterwards there was a Frieren cosplayer meetup outside. And, you know, we were just kind of like sitting outside for like, I think we were sitting outside for like maybe half an hour because like there was a big crowd. The person who was like in charge of it like kind of got lost trying to like
People were still
things.
funneling.
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So long.
But, you know, we eventually figured it out. And then, like, you know, we were, like, going through the things. It was like, oh, let's do one where, like, you know, it's, like, the main cast. One with, like, the old heroes, the new ones. It was, like, Frieren and Himmel together, stuff like that. And then we got to the part near the end where I was, like, at the front, kind of, like, kneeling down. And then some guy next to me was like, oh, sorry, I stepped on your cape. And I turned around and I was like, it's just Evan Cole. he was kneeling down, and he was just like, I felt like, oh my god, he's just there.
Did you say thank you, sir? Can I have another?
No, but I didn't tell him that, you know, I liked Violet Evergarden and I liked his music. So
please step on me more, Evan Cole.
Step on me, senpai.
the producer was there as well. It wasn't just Evan Cole, but like yeah, he came by, like everybody cheered for him. He took some pictures with us, and then, you know, we left. But yeah, it was just like such a surreal experience to think like, yeah, this guy who was like right next to me just made all this music that like everybody here is like a massive fan of. It was like it was quite surreal to like.
Yeah, that's a top moment. Like if you're an Evan Cole fan, if you're a Frieren fan, like that's a moment you're.
Well, I wanted to like get the opportunity to like just say hi to him, like.
Yeah.
But like, as soon as I stepped into that room and looked at the theaters, like, yeah, that's not happening. And then like just like to be able to get that, just like completely unplanned out of nowhere. I had no idea he was gonna show up to the meetup.
Yeah.
So that was like
That was sick.
very shocking experience. But
So yeah, I mean, shout out to Johnny for meeting somebody that is probably in my top 10 probably people I would want to meet.
well, you
in
should have
anime.
came as a Himmel cosplay.
Maybe next time. I would probably do Heiter just because he wears glasses.
And also because he drinks.
You said it, not me. Okay, moving on to our next panel. We went to the WIT Studio / Production IG collaboration industry panel. We went to an industry panel yesterday. That sucked. Went to this one today. A little bit better, but I would still say it sucked for the most part. It was like an hour-long panel. They spent half an hour on Kuromi and Melody, I believe it's called.
Yeah, My Melody and Kuromi.
The San Reno characters.
Yeah, so it was like and they did like a whole thing about breaking down like what's it called?
Stop motion.
Stop motion animation, which is cool and all, but like I would want to go to a panel that was like dedicated to that. I thought this panel was going to be about them, but it was more about like showcasing how they have this stop motion team at
A whole new
WIT.
studio.
Yeah, it's like a whole new studio, WIT, and it's like that's cool. And it's great to like brush upon like what your team is working on, and I get that and everything in an industry panel, but like it was like a half an hour plus, and this is a team that's doing season 3 of Spy Family, so I was thinking, okay, we're going to get, and this is continuing on to the addition of things that I'm just like kind of disappointed on, like the newsworthy stuff, where I'm like, this is the perfect time to show the PV for season 3 of Spy Family, because I believe it comes out in October. So it's like, it's not super far away. There's a pretty good chance that they have a PV or episode 1 finished by now. And we got like a still shot of season 3 that we've had forever. So like it was nothing new. So that was like a huge bummer. And I was hoping for maybe a bombshell. Like in my mind, I was crossing my fingers for season 2 of Ranking of Kings, and we didn't really get anything. But there was, it's not like there wasn't cool. It's because I'm making it seem like it was like a bad panel, and I don't think it was. But it's like it has like the educational and the groundwork for a great panel, but they just like they always under deliver. I feel like that's what it feels like.
Yeah, like if you were a Sanrio or My Melody Kuromi fan, you're popping off. But
I even think even if you were,
yeah,
they spent a long time talking about it. Like that's the thing. Like if I went to tomorrow, I'm going to the what's it called, Dark Horse manga panel, and they're going to talk about Berserk. It's one of their biggest things, but it's not their only thing. If they talk about Berserk for half the time, I'm gonna be like, yo, get to Trigun, get to your other properties that you make. So it's just weird when you have something like Spy Family, which is massive. I think last year was like 5th in manga sales or something like that. And you dedicate your time to Kuromi or in My Melody or whatever, which is, I know people like it and everything like that, but it's like the allocated time for an industry panel on one show felt really off.
Yeah, they straight up said no news for Violet.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like here, thank you guys for being fans. There is no news. We're moving on.
Yeah,
like they straight up said that.
I mean, props for that.
Yeah.
But
For me, the biggest issue with the panel is there's a rhythm to a panel, especially with a translator. The Japanese person talks, the translator translates, and everyone gives like an applause. Like there's a rhythm to it. Yeah, there's a pause, everyone cheers, whatever. But to me, the translator and the people representing My Melody in that studio, like they just kept going on and on and on. Like there was no rhythm to it. Like I kept trying to get like a clap in, but it's like, oh wait, no, they're not done. They're not done talking. So that like really took me out of it. I'm like, it just feels so awkward and no, like the energy. It was going down throughout the day from that, starting the highs of Demon Slayer to Frieren. And I went to the Silent Hill F panel, and that had like kind of good energy. And then IG Wit, and then it was just kind of clunky, awkward. Spends a lot of time on stop motion animation, but yeah, it was kind of, for me, it was a nothing burger.
yeah, it was okay. What about you, Johnny? What do you think?
Well, I didn't go to the IG Wit one, but
Perfect. This is why it's after dark, because
thank you for asking me, man.
hey, I get everybody involved. Everybody gets their share.
Did you go to like a panel? Because I know you got like food.
So
and
I
stuff
went
like that.
to the Iron Mouse and Sea Dog VA panel, which honestly I was kind of mid.
Get to finish off your trash chase trifecta.
Yeah, just for reference, this is Johnny has said that he is not that big of a fan of Trash Taste, yet he has gone to both of their panels so far. So you're making a lot of time out of your day to go to these panels, Johnny.
Well, you know, like you said, AX is only once a year, and like how often am I in LA to like get this chance? So you know, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, but like, there's everything else that's going on.
Like what? Go into your mid panel.
Oh,
My mid panel.
You just said the
My
whip panel was mid.
Any panel I'm running, sure as hell ain't mid. That's for damn sure. That's for damn sure.
a damn good anime Jeopardy.
God damn, better than AX, shockingly.
Well, anyway, so yeah, it was like I did walk in late, so maybe they had something really cool before, but it felt like it was kind of just like a regular stream, only live. And like they did like a quick Q&A segment at the end, but besides that, it was mostly just like, oh, it's the same thing as the live stream, whereas he's just hidden away because I got a really bad seat, but you could kind of see him. So yeah,
It's funny you say that because literally right before you walked up the stairs, as I was looking for something to put on the TV, Iron Mouse YouTube was recommended, and it was the exact thing, and it was just a stream. Connor was on the stage walking around. Iron Mouse was in the background. I was like, oh yeah, Jonny was at this.
yeah, to be honest, there also the line for this was absolutely gigantic.
Yeah.
Like I to be fair, I did go kind of late. I was eating and like I got distracted, so I went like half an hour before the panel. But the line was from like where we were at the Peacock Center all the way to the other hall, like from the to the other entrance. It was that long, and then like I didn't think I was gonna make it in. I made it in like I think it's supposed to start like around 4. I made it in like 4:50.
450.
Yeah.
So you got.
So you literally
I got like
only
half
saw
an hour.
a
I got like
Q&A.
I got like half an hour, which I mean, honestly, I don't think I would have gotten much more value if I stayed for the whole duration because it was just like it was like a quiz for Iron Mouse. You would like Connor would like ask Iron Mouse like questions about like her like characters and stuff, and she's like, I want to preface this with saying like I'm not a fan of VTubers. I don't have anything against her. It's just like that's not what I'm interested in. So
Yeah, it's not your cup. It's not your thing.
well, I'm sure like if you love like Connor, then like you're gonna love this event. Like the crowd was going crazy, like everyone was having a good time. But it's just like I think for me, I went there just to say that like I met him. I don't think I'll be doing that again.
Did you meet him?
Well, if you meet him, I like see him in person, then I guess so. But like,
I was saying that's not what I think
you
is
shake
meeting
his
somebody.
hand?
no, I was not picked to go on the Q&A.
I was saying I think introducing yourself would probably be meeting him.
Well, if you want to watch the first half that you missed, it's on Iron Mouse YouTube, and
Yeah,
There
so
you go.
anyone can go watch it. So.
Bingo, bango.
yeah. So you were doing that while we were at the production IG panel. That's when things kind of started because after that we ate.
Yep.
When we ate, yeah.
Shout out to Yard House. I know it's a chain. That food is good. I don't care.
Never have had a bad experience at
No,
Yard House.
drinks are solid and food is good. I'll eat there again.
And then after, so we ate, had a good time. Jonny started. That was when he started fading out for the night.
No, I was okay before that.
Yeah. And then so after that, you guys went off because after that we kind of split up again because we all had kind of different ideas and different plans for the night. So your thing started before my thing.
So we went to like a 18 plus Jeopardy, and we went to a Jeopardy yesterday, and we got in like no problem. Kind of thought the same thing this time around. Apparently, since this is 18 plus, the freaks come out. So the line
Freaks come out at
the
night.
freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. So the freaks came out, and we didn't make it. So then we're like, well, I've never seen Panty and Stocking. Johnny's never seen Panty and Stocking. I guess we should go watch the world premiere of season 2, episode 1 of Panty and Stocking. Me up with Trent. So then we did
I was
that.
in line for that. That was my thing.
That was your thing. So it's just so weird. It's like there's 90 million people waiting in line to get into this. And we still got like 7th row seats. I'm just like, where are people? Where are these people that
I
are
swear
sitting in
they
line?
just messed up the lines.
It was an absolute shit show.
It was kind of a. It's like I feel like this is like a work in progress because the addition of what they did with the LA Live area is incredible. However, they're running out of space for these major things, And so when we went to Panty and Stocking, the line, like they had like overflow standing room. And then if the overflow is filled, it kind of just like does its own thing. It's like a makeshift line. However, there was probably 6,000 people, I would say, at this event. So the line goes from like our overflow into the beer garden, into near the stage where the bands are playing, and then back through the beer garden. So like there's just people just enjoying drinks and music while a bunch of weebs are standing there and waiting to get into the Peacock Theater. So I think it's a work in progress, but I think it's an overall huge positive.
Yeah. When I went straight there after we finished eating, because the restaurant Yard House was right next to the Peacock Theater. And so I walk up to, so the thing that helped out for all the other events was that they were non-cleared events. You can go in early, you can stay basically all day long. Like we could have stayed until the production IG panel. If
then we had to leave for Hatsune Miku.
Through Hatsune Miku and Hoyoverse.
Yep.
Like we could have done that. But before that, they had to clear everyone out. So all that overflow, they can't go in and wait. And so when I got there, it was just a crowd of people. There was no line, there was no organization. And the staff members straight up told me, I was like, hey, is this the line for Panty and Stocking? He's like, there's a crowd.
Yeah, right?
I was like
wait, did he actually say that?
Yeah.
It must be since people are standing here, right?
Yeah. And I was like, so what do I do? He's like, just kind of get in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so I was sitting there for like maybe 15, 20 minutes, kind of standing around. And then all of a sudden they're like, wristband check. And I'm like, what? What do you mean?
Oh yeah, because it's funny because we got because we were planning on going to the 18 plus Jeopardy.
Yeah, Jeopardy.
Yeah.
So like we were prepared.
Yeah.
But
we fell into it.
Yeah, that was my first time hearing the word wristband at all, like that night. So I had to like rush into the 21 plus wristband line, which only had a singular guard working it. And so I was spent like another 20 minutes in that line. I was like, I'm not getting into this show. I'm not. It's not in the cards for me. It is whatever. And then I finally got in to the line and finally got into the venue. And I got probably the best seats we've had.
Those were
all like weekend. And thankfully, I was.
Frieren, we had pretty good seats.
Oh yeah, that one where
we stayed inside the theater afterwards.
Yeah,
to, like, specifically find good seats.
Yeah, and so thankfully, I had extra seats near me, and we were able to. You almost didn't even find me because you guys came. We
bullshitted So you were lower level. We got in. We were like towards dead last in the line, and so we had to go up a level because the lower level was like sold out. So that I was like, hey, are there concessions upstairs? And the lady's like, no. I'm like, okay, well, I want to buy concessions. And they're like, oh, then you can go to the lower level. I'm like, okay. So I went over to the concessions, and the guy's like, I'm going to see if we can just go sit down here. I'm like, okay. The guy comes back, he's like, yeah, it's fine. So it's like,
the lady was just like, yeah, just do whatever.
Yeah. Because we were walking in, the lady's just like, I have fun. I was like, all right, thanks, lady.
I'll say, overall, the staff at AX have been super chill.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've been at a few conventions where like these staff are like uptight assholes.
We have a local con in Minnesota where they will yell at you if your badge is flipped, even though the back of the badge is the same for everybody and you can tell, but they'll like stop you to flip your badge. I'm like, you need to chill out. Everyone here is just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure.
Like I was at a like local, maybe it's not local, but it was a pretty big convention in Toronto. Like it was like day one, there was like hardly anybody in line to like go in, and you know how they do the thing where like they snake like the queue or whatever. So like I saw like nobody was in it, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go under the line to like go there faster because like nobody was there. The security guard comes up to me, he's like, nah, man, back of the line. I'm like, there literally not a single person was affected by my actions.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, back of the line. I was like, okay, fine, buddy, like chill. Like you get like it's just like, why are you doing this to make it so that we don't want to go.
It's harder for both of us.
Like if you're just chill and just like people will respect you, you're gonna get a lot nicer like interactions. And it's just gonna be a better experience for everyone.
Yeah, I mean they're doing their job. I get that part, but,
But yeah,
but
AX,
also
AX
like,
has been great.
but yeah, AX has been great. Yeah, I just want to give it. I'm sure that security guard is just like, I don't want to lose my job, so I have to do my job type of thing. So I'll give him credit, but like it also, let's use some common sense sometimes.
Yeah. Like aside from the insane mix up between the line, was it they called the access control? I think is what the line people are called. They had vests wearing that, but yeah. Aside from like the miscommunications leading up to the Panty and Stocking event, which I was just so surprised that it had such a turnout for a series that for a season 1 that didn't end on the best of notes for fans, but yet it's still beloved. But it's been 15 years, and Trigger's done so many other properties and so many bigger things that people showed the hell out for it, and I
was shocked.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure AX was shocked too.
So like the Cyberpunk
Yeah.
teaser was also there because like there was some like issues with the scheduling. You think that had to do with it, or like, do you think people were genuinely just going?
Well, I mean, that's why.
That's why I showed up. But like, I feel like I'm the exception and not the like norm.
But like people in the crowd were like super hype.
Well, I feel like Trigger fans, just because I know Trent.
I'm a big
If you
Trigger
like,
fan.
if you like a Trigger show, you probably like every Trigger show, or at least give every Trigger show a shot. Like B&A probably isn't the best, but I bet Trigger fans gave it a shot.
Yes,
like,
sir.
It's like one of those things where it's like that has a fan base because Trigger only comes out with the show once a year for lucky, I would say. So I think it's great because like it has so much like nostalgia with anime, where Panty and Stocking is a very nostalgic anime for people, and it coming back after 15 years, it's a really big deal. And seeing the world premiere is like, that's that's the type of shit that you should get from AX.
Yeah, we saw a full episode. There's like 30-second clips,
and it's not like because like so today was the premiere of The Summer Hikaru Died. It airs on Crunchyroll tomorrow. Like to me, that's like whatever. It's a nothing burger. And Panty and Stocking, I think, comes out like later. So like I like that
next
aspect.
week, the 9th.
Yeah, so it's like
a little bit of time.
It's a little bit more, but I feel like it does make a difference because like
it's not immediate.
it airs when we leave AX. I can literally watch The Summer Hikaru Died when I wake up tomorrow morning. Like, and I'm still here. I'm still at AX. So it's like it's a different feeling to know that I got to see this before anybody else does, and you guys have to wait like 5 days, whatever, 4 days, 5 days. And then Summer Hikaru is like, you have to wait 16 hours. And if you could wait 16 hours, you could watch the entire episode. It's like awesome.
In
like
the comfort of your own home.
like I'm not waiting an hour plus in line to go watch The Summer Hikaru Died, even though it's like one of my most looked forward to shows next season. It's just like, I feel like you need like a selling point for your panel. And if you don't do that, you know, like for promotional things like that, every panel that we go to, they take a picture afterwards. They take that picture so that they can post it on social media and everything. It's like, look how many fucking people came out to our panel. The Panty and Stocking panel was, the lower level was 92% full. Like it was massive.
Yeah.
The A1 or the production IG and WIT panel was 30% full.
They
asked us to move to the middle, so when they take a picture, it looks like there's more people there. And it's like, if you just bring the material for people to come, you don't have to do any of this. They will do it itself. So I just want to say, the Panty and Stocking team, for what they did for their hour and a half allocated time, was such a fucking vibe. It was just 4 dudes who just like obviously are all really good friends with each other. Like they were bullshitting with each other on stage and just having the time of their life that they get to bring back a property that they've been a fan of for 15 plus years. And it was like, I don't know. It was different because like this was a professional industry panel.
And it didn't feel like fake hype. Like, the Crunchyroll shit. Like, you could tell these guys were actually
It wasn't
excited.
corporate.
It's like the difference between somebody who's like suit and tie and is doing everything by the book. And it's like, well, according to section 104.1, I have to do this. And then it's like you're not interacting with a human being. You're interacting with a computer who's reading lines. And some of those industry panels feel like, yes, I am producer Nakamoto-san, and I am the production guy, and I do this, and I do this. And everyone's like, oh, very good, very good, very good. This is just like, what's up, guys? You guys like painting and stocking? We like painting and stocking. Everyone's like, yeah, we all like painting and stocking. Like, I was like, these dudes like get it. It's like, you can be professional and personable at the exact same time. And these dudes knocked that part. For somebody who has never seen painting and stocking, I'm a fan alone for who is like making the content. They made that panel a blast.
They were very self-aware about it as well. Like, they were just like, yeah, like, we could be talking about like cyberpunk or like all this other stuff, but instead we wasted our time recreating this show for you guys.
But it's because they're having fun.
You mentioned like there's a Trigger fan.
Yeah.
And I think you got a glimpse into why that's the case. Cause like I'm a Trigger fan. Kill la Kill, BNA. I mean, I have a 7. It's objectively it's fine, but I love it.
I haven't. So let's put that into perspective.
Yeah, there's just a certain energy that you get from most of their shows, and it's funny. Like Delicious in Dungeon is probably one of their highest rated shows.
It's either that or Ava.
Yeah. That falls under Gynax, which is a whole other thing. But yeah, like
I mean, I still clump them.
Yeah. But like, I don't necessarily like. I was so excited for Delicious in Dungeon. I thought it was like so cool that they were getting to work on something that like wasn't an original property that they made themselves and had their own artistic flair and their energy in it. And so like, I know it's good. I know it's really good. I've seen previews of it and everything, but it didn't hit the same trigger itch that other things have, other lesser shows, because it just like, it's a lot cleaner. It doesn't have the same look and style. And so what you saw tonight at the Panty and Stocking panel, like that's a Trigger showcase. Whether it's like the cyberpunk one I've gone to in the past, even just like because they love X and they love the West in general, and they always do like. They have their artists, they have their animators, they come up, they'll just shoot the shit, they'll just draw, and they'll put it on all the projectors, and they'll chat with you and take questions. And I love those type of things, and get more Trigger fans.
Real quick, Johnny, it's like for people out there, the only way I can explain it is if the dicks out for Harambe meme was a real thing, it would have been the Panty and Stocking Trigger panel. It was like chaotic, but like the message was like good, and I don't know. It was awesome to see. So that's definitely a highlight of not even probably the day for sure. I'm assuming it's probably gonna make like a top 5 moment of the weekend or something like that. But like that was just like going into things where you have no knowledge of, and if the people there know what they're doing, it doesn't matter. And that's what this panel was.
You could tell they're fans.
They're fans of
themselves.
They're fans or like they're proud of their work, and their work just happens to be like a giant fart joke that's also like super horny. So I guess a bunch of dudes is the perfect people to do that for.
Yeah. I'm about to out myself as a trigger fraud after I just started naming my accolades. But
Yeah.
like I hadn't finished Panty and Stocking. But I enjoy the property so much, kind of like how a lot of people experience JoJo's, and just through osmosis, through clips, through memes, through YouTube videos, through shorts, whatever, and you start to get a feel for it. But I mean, you guys never having any really experience of it before, coming into a season 2 15 years later, you seem to really enjoy it despite not knowing.
It's pretty horny, but like it has like fun, like production wise, it was like, I mean, that's top tier. Like Trigger's always, it's like Kyoto Annie, where it's like, even if I don't like the property that they're making or whatever, it's like, you know, it's going to look good. You know, it's going to sound good. You know, it's going to do all these things. And Trigger's the same way. It's like, I wasn't a big like Gridman fan. I wasn't a big Daisanamon fan, but like it looked good. It sounded good because that's what Trigger does.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on what you experienced? Because you're not really a Trigger. I like Kill la Kill or.
Well, I think.
like
Well,
that,
I didn't
right?
watch Kill. I mean, like the Trigger shows I watched is Kill la Kill, like Darlie and the Franks.
Oh, Franks. I forgot about Franks.
It's okay. Most
A
people
lot
did.
of people do.
Most people do. Anyways, but yeah, I'll be honest. This is not a show that I would probably watch.
That's I guess that's.
But
what
it's like,
I was
honestly,
going to.
it's like seeing like how hyped the people were. It's like you almost want to enjoy this because you
it's
see
just
like
fun.
how much work
It
these
is
guys put in,
fun.
like how much they enjoy it. So yeah, it's like it's a really fun experience.
Yeah, I think so far, like the Demon Slayer orchestra. I
think that's probably gonna be the highlight.
I don't see anything even coming close to that. Like that was.
Yeah.
I'm not even-
Me meeting Evan Cole might be.
I mean,
You
that's
personally, yeah,
me
that's
so
huge.
cool.
Yeah.
But if that Demon Slayer, if that concert came to where I live and tickets were $200, I'd be like, yeah, I'd probably pay $200 for that.
Yeah.
Like I legit, like with the voice actors, like that's what made. I mean, like the orchestra was crazy, but like that whole experience was like next level stuff. It would have been my number one thing of the weekend probably without the voice actors.
Yeah.
like that's how good it was.
Yeah.
So just to add that to perspective is just like next level.
Yeah, for me, it's so far that's like 1A and 1B as far as things that I had so far.
God,
'Cause
yesterday,
we're halfway through.
dude, yesterday was so fun. Just like overall, the vibes were just incredible. And then today was like, I guess like also just like today was like yesterday was like super fun, and then today was like really well done. Like it was so fun. Like don't get me wrong, but like yesterday had like a vibe to it because I think there was like we mentioned in the last episode how it felt like there was no people yesterday. Well, that changed today. Everyone's back.
We're back to the
So
regular.
apparently
AX.
apparently half the people skipped yesterday. So
I feel like yesterday was like less planned. Like today we knew ahead of time that we had to wake up early
had
to go to
to, yeah.
Frieren.
yeah.
Which
Well, yeah.
ended up not being true because we made it to Demon Slayer, which
Yeah.
was an hour ahead. But
I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I think once we got in and we saw, like, aside from Demon Slayer, we saw how the lines and the vibes were going. We're like, okay, yeah, we kind of gotta be serious about what we're gonna do,
locked in
where we're
today.
gonna go. We had to lock in, and yeah, I got everything that was worth out of the day. I mean, and for us, it ended on a good note after. Well, as I think it was,
there was
good
one thing that we
compared to
couldn't do.
what it could have been.
Yeah, it's something I want to talk about too because I mentioned on the last episode how this episode might be a little wonky because I was planning on getting kind of smoked tonight. And then, so there's a place at downtown LA called the Westin Hotel, and they have a rooftop hotel party, and they do this every night for AX. For as long as I've been here, I feel like it's been going on for several years. So like if you know about it, you know about it. And apparently last year somebody who was not a part of AX, it was just like a random person came up to the party and started biting people. And so that was a huge thing. And then yesterday, the first day of AX and the first day of the Westin parties, apparently there was a stripper pole and people were using that. And I guess that went a little too rowdy. and somebody fucking paraglided off of the hotel. So
On some real hangover type
yeah,
shit.
like it's like some. Of course, the day we don't go is like people are just wilding out like way above and beyond. So tonight they canceled the party. So then everybody else is like, we're going to these raves. I'm just like, I don't fucking go to raves. Like,
You don't feel the music in your bones.
yeah, it's raves were fun for 15 minutes. I just like I can't do raves or anything. I maybe if I was like snorting lines in the bathroom, I would like raves way more. But we kind of got our night a little hampered with a little bit. We still had, I mean, the beer garden's so sick. That's such a great environment, but not what I thought how the night was going to end. But it was still a good night. Like the whole day itself was like fine, but it's like, man, I really wanted to go out and fucking party in downtown LA tonight, and we just like couldn't. I mean, I guess we didn't party, but like we went and drank and we listened to like an Ave Musica cover band that was sick. We still had like vibes, but it's like, man, don't a PSA for everybody out there. Don't paraglide off hotels that I want to go party at.
And like just like specifically to that one guy who did it.
To that one person who, first of all, why are you bringing a paraglider to downtown LA? And why are you jumping off? And by the way, the hotel roof party is on like the 8th floor. It's not like on like the 42nd. So like you have 80 feet to work with. The rumor is the guy who paraglided off the Westin ran into a building and the cops and everybody was called. I don't have any proof. This is all secondhand from people that I have been talking to about this. So I'm going to take their word for it for now. If I'm proven wrong, I will take everything back. But that's what was told to me. So maybe they're exaggerating, but LA's wilding and it hindered my night a little bit.
The city that never sleeps.
The Windy City, the Big Apple, Los Angeles, California, the city of sleeping angels.
Or fallen angels.
Fallen
tonight
Angels,
with,
yes.
Thanks to
Panty and Stocking, yes.
Yeah, it was a good time, good fun. I still had a good time. I enjoy live music.
Me too, yeah.
Like it was chill and it was still a good time overall. Like it would. I feel if we did go, because we would probably still be out right now. It's like,
Oh, I bet we would probably be wrapping.
yeah,
we'd be wrapping up. Yeah.
But that would have been a lot. But when
You
gotta push.
I don't think
through.
I would have made it. I'm not.
I'm saying right now it is I'm running on 5.5 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
Trent
same.
less. Johnny, I don't know,
5 hours,
5-ish.
probably less than that.
It's 2:15, so it's like we're pushing through no matter what happens. So it doesn't matter. But
We're only halfway through.
we're halfway there.
It's a 4-night convention. It's the end of day 2, and hopefully we have 2 more of these. I don't know how how Sunday will go, because that's
Well,
usually
hopefully
like
nobody
the
paraglides
end
inside the convention.
Yes.
tomorrow.
Don't paraglide into buildings. It's bad. It'll hurt you and it'll cancel my plans. And that's what I need. That's the biggest thing.
We want to go out and have fun.
Look, I want you to be safe and all, but don't ruin my plans. Please don't. I was like, man, it's so weird because, okay, this is what I wonder if Trent can do this, but it's like, are you at the age yet where like you have plans and you're like, man, this night would go way better if my plans got canceled and I just did me? Because I'm at that age sometimes where I was like, shit, I got plans on like Saturday at 7. I'm like, man, I want to do that. Oh, and then they get canceled. I'm like, yes. This is the exact opposite, where it's like I had plans. I was so looking forward to tonight, and then they're like, hey, by the way, they're if you're not a guest at the Westin, they'll just kick you out by the time you walk in the door. I'm like, well, shit, I guess. All right, bye.
And the crazy thing to me is that like we talk about how big AX is and like these late night community or activities and things going on, but like for how big AX is and how many people come here, so many people, it seemed like you mentioned, were banking on the Westin after parties, and then when that fell through, everyone kind of gave up.
everyone, because we have like this Discord chat and this whatever in like this group, and it's like all right, hey, Westin tonight. Everyone's like, yep, we'll see you at the Westin at like 10. We'll see you at the Westin at 11. And everyone's like, and then it got canceled. And everyone's like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna call it a night. Like everyone's just like, I'm good. Or we're gonna go to like a random rave. It's like everyone's like, yeah, I don't really want to do that either. So everyone just like chucked up the deuce. It's like we're calling it quits. It sounds like there is a possibility that the Westin will reopen their doors tomorrow as long as people don't. Oh, I didn't mention it. Someone got roofied as well the other day.
What?
Yeah. So another PSA, people. Don't roofie people. What are you doing? Like, come on. No one wants to be roofied. So we'll see how that goes. I personally will not be roofing people. That's just me.
Wait, then what did I drink last night? Huh? Okay, anyways.
You say something?
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of maybe the fridge buzzing or something. You know? But yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Yeah. Do you got anything we're looking forward to tomorrow?
Ooh.
Because I don't think we did this yesterday. It'd be funny to see what we want to do tomorrow and then what we actually do tomorrow.
Well, me and Trent are planning to go early. You're not going until like when exactly?
Well, we'll see. Look, I'm an old man and I need my sleep, but also the B&B that we're at, my bed is a fucking boulder. It's the hardest bed I've ever slept on, and also the shades do nothing, and it looks like the sun exploded at about 7:15 in the morning in my room. So, for as much as I would love to sleep until about 9, I have a feeling that the sun will wake me up at about 7:30 tomorrow.
Yeah, for me tomorrow, I didn't even. It just happened. I just happened to be looking at the schedule and I saw it. It was one of the first things in the morning at 10:30. And as if you've watched this before and you've watched my past appearances on here, you know I'm a fan of Persona 5. Not a big fan, or I don't really care for Persona 5 X, the new mobile game that's finally going global after being in Chinese markets for the first year, however long it was there. It was exclusive.
Us Uma Musume fans feel you.
But I'm the opposite. I don't want that shit. I'm done. I'm over it. But the woman that does, or the person that does the music, Lynn, she's going to be having, they're going to have a performance there. And that's kind of like a not necessarily a bucket list thing, but the P Sound concerts that the Atlas and Sega and the Persona team always put on, that whether they put on YouTube streams, Japan conventions, whatever, like they are incredible. And so I saw that. So that's my kind of thing. That's 10:30 in the morning. And after that, I'm kind of like chilling. So I'm good. So what are you looking forward to, Johnny?
Well, so the event that I'm going to tomorrow starts at 2, and that's going to be the Dr. Stone premiere, where they're going to be showing the first episode of the second half of the season. But I'm more excited about like just meeting the voice actor. So the voice actor for Senku and the main villain of the new arc is going, and the voice actor for Senku, if you didn't know, for Japanese, is also the same voice actor for Subaru in ReZero, which is my favorite anime.
That's why.
So
there
that
we go.
I'm excited for that.
All roads lead to ReZero.
Yes, sir. And then also later on that day, there is the Crunchyroll panel where there might be.
Crunchyroll.
Who loves Crunchyroll?
Johnny does.
Not me. I'm just going
Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll.
here. But anyways, I'm going because there might be information about ReZero season 4.
God, you are a fucking
So
simp,
that is what I'm
bro.
gonna be doing.
Never give up. It's always there. The next season will be when it comes. The next anime season, it'll always be there.
What dope shit that I got? There is a panel tomorrow about the physics in anime being done by 3 NASA scientists, which sounds crazy. That just sounds insane.
Panel.
The fact
that does sound insane.
that 3 NASA scientists are here and they'll be talking about anime. Studio Orange is doing something, bunch of trivia stuff, Dark Horse manga, maybe get some stuff about Berserk. So I'm gonna be going to that.
What if the physics in anime is another? What was it? The aqueducts in anime?
Oh my god!
What if it's another one of those?
That was. Oh my god! You can go back and listen. That was the freaking architecture in anime, which was not about architecture or anime. Also funny that High Dive is presenting the Call of the Night Season 2 North American premiere tomorrow. It premiered today on High Dive, so you can watch it now, but apparently the North American premiere is tomorrow, guys. So I don't know. I guess
I haven't seen it. It's new to me.
We're
so
in some form of
Listen, you can spend hours lining up, or you can just load up your phone and watch it.
yeah. I
you
guess
can watch it in line.
I guess it actually you just lie. I guess that's just the vibe. Like, but I want to go to it because the two main characters, Japanese voice actors are there. So that looks good. But tomorrow looks like not as busy of a day for me. Yeah, my first panel tomorrow is at 1 versus I guess the free run was at 12:30, but we had to go 3 hours early. I have a feeling that NASA is the same spot as the sports one that we went to.
That one was cool.
So I have a feeling that I could probably show up 10 minutes before and it'll be fine. So
might be like a exhibition hall, entertainment hall type of day to catch up on that.
yeah,
I haven't done like a lot of buying stuff. I this is the only thing I've bought so far.
I didn't buy anything today aside from food and beer.
I did some scouting because I didn't want to walk around with prints. So I found some like spots that I wanted to for prints, but I still want to find like more shops with like clothing options. There's a lot more this year that are awesome. They're just like not my style personally, but it's cool to see a lot more clothing and just like jackets and hats, and I saw a lot of backpacks this year and stuff like that. So it's cool to see like the accessories also getting like their games getting upped as well.
You want to get that Anime Man X Radio Ava drip?
That will be it. Actually, that pissed me off so much. I was like, first
he's got like a bunch of other. He's got like
Radio
Chainsaw
Ava
Man. He's
collab.
got Dandadan. He's got like some other ones. I don't know. I'm not Joey's PR team.
yeah.
Trash taste
So
tests
Joey,
like a
the anime
monopoly.
man, has his own clothing line, and I hate to admit it, it looked really good. It looked like way too good. So give credit where credit's due. Like that dude did his research, or somebody did his research on his team that made at least it looks good. I don't know if it's high quality, but it looks high quality. So
Guess we'll find out.
we'll find out. But I'm getting tired. It is 2:23, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Guys, any final words for night number 2 that you want to get off, or we forgot to say?
Nah, I think I'm good.
Just excited for Frieren.
Yeah, I mean that's it. We'll recap hopefully tomorrow. I'm hoping to be a little bit more drunk because
I'm completely sober.
you're sober. I'm more. It's more of like a combination of like
You're just tired.
I'm coming off of being drunk, but I'm also like super tired. So it makes it seem like I'm like actually like really drunk, but I'm actually just kind of tired. So tomorrow, let's get more awake and more drinking. And then we'll crash, and then we'll record a podcast, and then I'll do a swimming motion like this.
Yeah.
And we'll figure it out. But that is the end of night number 2. So thanks to Jonny and Trent. If you made this far, I guess like, comment, subscribe, leave a review on whatever platform you're watching or listening to us on. Gotta get that in. Yeah, I think that's it.
I do have one more word.
Oh, we got
When you're
we got
done.
secret. This is just like an AX industry panel. We were saving the best for last. We got a world premiere just for you. Take it away, Trent.
We love Crunchyroll.
Who loves Crunchyroll?
I'm going to bed. See you later, guys.
See ya. Peace out.
Oh, you didn't have anything else?
No, just that.
All right,
I just
see you
wanted to
guys.
make it.
All right, peace.
Bye